Women usually have a great part to play in the life of a man. While they often bring companionship and fun, they can also be accompanied by various challenges. One of such challenges is recognizing acts of manipulation, a behavior employed by women to gain control over men. Here are 6 dark manipulation tactics used by women to take control over you. Playing the victim. My friends, women will very often try to use tears as a weapon to control and manipulate you. They will play the victim, painting themselves as the ones who've suffered the most. They do this not out of weakness, but more often than not out of cunning. They know that sympathy can be a powerful tool. There is a reason why women cry every time they are caught doing something wrong. When caught cheating, they cry. When caught lying, they cry. When challenged for their actions, they cry. Women do this to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. By consistently portraying themselves as victims, you might start to feel hesitant to challenge or question her for fear of appearing insensitive. There you go. You have already been manipulated. You should be able to see through this manipulation tactics. Listen with a discerning ear and question the motives behind every tear. Emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation is a tool that women use to control you by using your emotions and vulnerabilities against you. She will start off by identifying your desires and leverage those emotions to her advantage. For example, if she notices you're concerned about being a good partner, she could use guilt and disappointment to make you feel responsible for her state. She will say something like, "I thought you cared about me, but I guess I'm always disappointing you." This is to make you feel like you are too demanding or mean to her and become hesitant to ask of her what she is required to do. She will utilize emotional volatility to keep you off balance. By alternating between affection and withdrawal, she creates a sense of uncertainty and dependency. When you comply with her wishes, she will reward you with a little affection to try to reinforce the idea that compliance equals emotional connection. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is another manipulation tactic that many women use to make you doubt your own perception. The goal of gaslighting is to make you feel uncertain about your own thoughts and feelings. Before we continue, I'll appreciate it if you take the time to hit that subscribe button so we can keep growing the community together. Here's an example of how gaslighting might work. You're in a relationship with a girl and she wants to go out partying alone. She knows you're uncomfortable with the idea of her going out alone. She starts by subtly questioning your perception of the situation, to sow seeds of doubt in you. When you express your concerns, she might say, "I can't believe you're so insecure about our relationship that you can't even trust me to go out for a few hours." She will turn the situation around and accuse you of being controlling or paranoid. If you express your frustration, she will respond dismissively, saying, "You're being overly sensitive and making a big deal out of it." In this scenario, she is using gaslighting to manipulate and control your perceptions and emotions. By casting doubt on your emotions and concerns, she is aiming to make you question your own reality and feel guilty for having valid feelings about her going out alone. Social isolation. Social isolation involves intentionally limiting your contact with friends, family, and other support networks to gain total control over you. A woman will use social isolation to control and manipulate you by gradually cutting you off from your social circles. This will include discouraging you from spending time with friends, belittling your relationships, or creating a sense of dependency where you feel you can only rely on her for companionship and emotional support. Over time, this isolation leads to you becoming increasingly reliant on her, making it easier for her to influence and control your decisions and behaviors. Flattery and physical touch. Women will use their charm, flattery, and physical touch to stroke your ego and make you more receptive to their manipulations. By excessively complimenting you, she tries to create a positive image of herself as a source of validation. This will lead you to seek more of her attention and approval by trying hard to be in her good favors, making it easier for her to guide your decisions. A woman will use subtle and intimate touches to seduce and create a sense of intimacy and connection, making you to yield to her demands. Don't be fooled. She knows exactly what she is doing. This is not to say compliments or touch is bad, but when it becomes excessive or suddenly out of the blue, something is surely hiding beneath. Exaggerated jealousy. Women employ this tactic by amplifying feelings of jealousy to elicit certain reactions from you and establish a sense of control. For example, a woman will constantly accuse you of cheating, even if there's no evidence to support these claims. By doing so, she creates an environment where you feel the need to prove your loyalty and reassure her. These intense displays of jealousy is to evoke guilt in you, making you more likely to comply with her whims to avoid further distress. As a man, you should be aware of the manipulations tactics women may use on you to always stay ahead of the game. Let her know you're not the type to be easily manipulated. And when it gets too frequent, you should be able to reconsider the whole relationship.